Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, and Brittany. So I'm starting this episode right at the point where we have cored Buspoa 2, created a state and made it a part of it. Buspoa 2 still has a Poitivin culture, which is just another culture for us to deal with. However, as you know, we are slowly colonizing, we are slowly changing the culture in our capital, and I can say that Buspoa 2 will be another one. I don't think we have any other place with an unaccepted culture. Yes, so none will soon be Breton, and Buspoa 2 will be next. The autonomy should drop significantly to around 60, but I think it's gonna drop lower if I am, honest. There's not much in the province itself. It produces wheat, and the good thing is that it's in our trade zone, so we're gonna get a slight bonus, even though it's not much. It would be also pretty easy to, well, no, it wouldn't, but it would be easy, not pretty easy, but easy to upgrade this province. Still, we're looking towards Aunis, with its Rochelle port. I don't know if you guys know why I am so obsessed with this province, but it was one of the main French provinces for the overseas trade and colonization. So just for the historical reasons, I really like it. Plus, you guys mentioned that you would like me to take Bordeaux and Castillon. I'm not gonna do that, but still, it would be nice to have a relatively open province that would help us in the colonization. Eventually leading to Nantes, Broguenev, and La Rochelle being our biggest trade hubs. But we'll see, I'm gonna unpause it and speak a bit more about our situation. Guys, this is a new session. I had a few days worth of break in between, and I found out that we're doing fairly good. The war exhaustion is dropping. Our inflation is slightly increasing, but it's nothing drastic, and I don't really want to lower it right now. We have other things to take care of, like going with the naval ideas. However, I think we're gonna wait and go with the shell-built ships first, because that's gonna give us the Latin-South Caravel and Hulks. And the Latin-South Caravel is the first ship I think actually has a big bonus to trade. So I'd like to have it slightly earlier to see how it is, and then we're gonna go through the naval ideas. The one I'm really after is the Naval Cadets. National Sales Modifier plus 10% is really good. You guys know that I actually really wrestled with the sailors in my Denmark playthrough, and the naval fighting instruction is also good because it lowers maintenance by 5%. Oh, our heir is a scholar! Well, that's a nice thing. And he could be introduced, couldn't he? Yes. So let's get that for... Wow, that's actually quite expensive, but we're gonna do it because we're proud dukedom. Also known as duchy. But anyway, we're not really doing that good on the money. All of the subsidies have been cancelled, so we're on our own, but we can deal with it. The corruption is dropping, but I got, in between episodes when I started this session, I got another heated debates event that cost me another 40 gold or something, so that really has to go. Your autonomy is really dropping, that's good. Your autonomy is also dropping. So is yours. Seems like all of the autonomy provinces is dropping, yes. I think this has a lot to do with the fact that our centralization should be increasing now. Yes, very slightly, but it's increasing, which is good. We have the plus 2 stability. And didn't we build something here? I think we built something here. There was a... modify. Oh, the marketplace has been built. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, that's gonna boost our trade value significantly, and it should also boost our urban gravity. Population is increasing, 20,233 people in the city, and urban gravity 28,000. But when this is recalculated in the next year, this is gonna be much higher. I think somewhere around 35,000, as this gives additional 25% modifier. Plus the urban trade power is increased by each of the pops. Yeah, our trade is increasing really fast. I don't think we're gonna get any trade city modifier anytime soon. I don't actually know what the requirements are. Is there anywhere near luxury goods? Wow, this province is good. Arro. I'm not actually familiar with this one. Art Corporation, Merchant Guild, yeah. Do you have Minor Center of Trade? Yeah, Minor Center of Trade. Center of Trade will move around the provinces of subcontinent based on which province have the most trade power. So you have an 8.55. So we're very close to actually stealing that from you. Are you? Oh, you're the largest regional city. Major Center of Trade. Okay, you have 9.25. Well, the differences aren't really that big. So if we manage to, and we will manage to boost this if our population increases. Remember, there's an inherent bonus of 0.50 for each of the 40,000 urban pops. We might get that done very soon. Okay, an upgrade to the port would help. Also, 20% local trade power, additional urban gravity modifier. That would be nice. But you know, first things first. Our army is slowly replenishing troops. We gain 59 each month, and 20 of those join our current units. I'm not really in a hurry to replenish this. I'd much rather hire more units. But we're already getting 0.6 year army professionalism, and our king has quite a high chance to get better. So do we dare to make our heir a leader? He's probably gonna be abysmal. Let's do it. Fuck. Well, when Jean the First dies, let us all just hope that we already have everything. Oh wow! France giving us subsidies. Well, thank you. That's gonna do us a lot of good. The time has come to revoke another of the privileges of the greater nobles. They have acted very dishonorably towards us by allying with the foreign nations, and they also made, well, we're suspicious anyway, so that's good, but they also made it clear by destabilizing the country in very dire times for us that they are not to be trusted. So what should we go after? That's the question. Well, all commoners banned from the officer corps is an interesting one. Partial relaxation of levy obligation is also good, but low tax exemption, money is the key to everything. Now, we could really use a bit more manpower, couldn't we? The local autonomy, I don't think it's such a big problem for us right now. Does it? Oh, it does actually. It does increase. Okay, let's revoke the autonomy. Low exemption? This one is giving 0.57. Doesn't really. Do we want money? We do want money. So let's revoke low tax exemption. That's an important one anyway. We are building. Wow, they accept the reforms again. That is just incredible. Okay, so that should keep killing. Did it recalculate? Yeah, they no longer have that. But they still have 57% power, which is way more than the state. Oh, but the corruption is dropping way faster now. 0.42 every year. That's good. And we are... Wow! We're getting way more money. Okay. So that is good. Now they will no longer be able to oppose us in our plans. Now we can see that we could take the idea, shipbuilding time lowered. I would say recovery speed is also good. And the colonial range will serve us well. But we're really after this one. And we're gonna go after that one when the shell built ships are done. Not before. Wow, the bombards would be good too. Looking forward to those. And I know that it's a big upgrade, so let's skip ahead so we can get it soon. Our Duke has died. Long live the Duke. Charles I, the Chatillon Blois. Charles I, good leadership skills and superior tactical knowledge will help us vanquish those that dare stand against us. Well, that's not gonna happen, but you are now going to take command of this army. Damn it, I was hoping that our leader would live longer, but no. Well, the good news is that our Duke is very young, and as a very young Duke, he has quite a lot ahead of him. So, who are we going to marry? Are we going to marry the French? Yes, let's marry the French. Let's also marry the Castilians and the English. Hopefully one of them is going to give us a consort. Jean, okay, or Joanna de Valois. She's an excellent administrator and diplomat, and not very good military skill. She's a bit on the old side, but that should be fine. I'm especially psyched because our liege is now a scholar, which lowers our or cost of our technologies or technical difficulties. However, the institutions are abysmal. Banking is finally spreading, but look at that. 6.09. This is fucking ridiculous. 0.20 per month. 0.10, 0.3. We are not as good as I thought we were. Let's say that. On the other hand, I increased our investment into military slightly, and our army is now almost at full power. It will take just a couple more months to get it to 5,000, and we will be ready to recruit the last unit, which will be the cannons, because we do want to siege Aunis. Apart from that, I showered the great nobles with cash, so they are now a bit more content. Their influence has dropped a bit, even though they took control of Bus Poitou, which makes me a bit nervous, but hey, what can I do? Corruption is tanking, that's good. We have a lot of sailors, and we even have a bit of reserve manpower. Can I now, please? No, I don't have enough fucking manpower. Okay, well, I'll have to wait for that. Let's lower the army maintenance to minimum to speed it up a bit. 85, so it's gonna be 5 months. When does the truce end? July. Okay, that's gonna be about... Who can we rival? English. Okay. Fucking English are now our rivals. And by the way, Castile attacked Portugal in what was known as the Castilian Conquest of Portugal and fucking botched it, losing 4 provinces in the process. Ridiculous. Portugal won this, even though that most of the time they are the one who loses the war. I'm really rooting for them though. Unfortunately, they are going to be most likely one of our biggest rivals in colonization, so that's that. I'm also freaking out when you look how big Bohemia is, but maybe we'll finally see a working Holy Roman Empire. I wouldn't be opposed. The union between Poland and Hungary still continues, even though there's literally just scraps left. And Lithuania is already blobbing. White Horde losing massively to Ryazan. So that's gonna be interesting. And Novgorod is being occupied by rebels. Moscow actually seems like it took parts of Novgorod. Okay. Nothing new in the Turkish territory. What is this? Serbia. Serbia strong. Mamluks still there. So generally speaking, things are same old, same old. Huh. Okay. So the war for Aunis is approaching quickly. Our truce with Aquitaine has just ended. It's 11th of June 1399. We are recruiting the Vildre Bodekin, which will be fielded here on the 1st of July. And at that point, we are going to declare war. I actually forgot to ask France to prepare for war. And same with you, Burgundy. Actually, a bit too late, but for roleplay reasons, we're still going to do it. Further news, we now have an heir. I named him Charles as well. He's a little baby, and he's going to be a good diplomatic king, which plays well into my cards. I want to get the diplomatic technology up and also finish the naval ideas, so he's going to be very useful. I'm also considering getting more advisors. But unfortunately, we really have a hard time finding any that wouldn't cost us everything that we have. Okay, our army is now ready, and the fucking time has come to take what we deserve, which is Aunis. Aunis, Aunis, Aunis. So we're calling both Burgundy and France into the war, and we're going after the war goal of Aunis. Let's do that and go! Looting policy, heavily restrict looting. Yes, it's an offensive war, I know. And are we going to ask for help? Yes, we are. We want a big army, and we want to make sure that we have what it takes to take the war goal. The last province that we actually do want, that already has autonomy lowered to 88%. Oh, actually, the province that we have taken has already lowered the autonomy to 88%, and it's going to drop more. So you guys will now siege this province, which has almost no garrison. That is very good. These reinforcements will come in handy. And oh fuck me, I forgot about you guys again. Are there... Okay, we won when you guys are retreating. I always forget about the ships that I have. Damn it. Okay, but Aunis will fall to us. And as that's our war goal, we will have a ticking war score. England, for some reason, is already ready to bail. It won't give us Aunis, though. But we might be able to get some more concessions from them. Okay, minus 42, that is decent already. Well, there really is nobody else but us Cobarians. Okay, France is coming with their rape train, sieging and murdering. And as we are actually locked in a war with a scholar, I think we're gonna go for ending it as soon as possible. Okay, so the province will fall any moment now. You guys need to repair. Do we have a port here? No, just a fishing port. Okay, but this should be relatively easy. We're still making money, aren't we? Yes. Yes, yes, we are. And we are actually not getting any attrition. Okay, so Aunis has been won. Now all we need to do is defeat the English. Is there anything? No, they're sieging all the provinces here. They even already took some. So let's go north and see what we can do. There's gonna be a massive Portuguese army though coming. I can feel it in my bones. 8,000 men. It's going to be nasty. Sieging Kawaii. The Isles. Well, we have an independent nation and principality. A vassal of Scotland. Is that just you? It is. That's interesting. Okay, country is at war. We know that. How far are we away from technology? Very close. Very, very close. Okay, if we lose this battle, which doesn't seem very likely, why the hell are we winning so... Oh, we have way more cavalry. Okay, we might want to help. Just for shooting giggles. But I think we're gonna be late. Well, actually, they're reinforcing. 10th of December. Okay, now our armies took massive casualties. Oh, but they're going to... here. Oh, they attacked? No, they did not. Okay, let's go fight the English here. Actually, we might want to get rid of this army first. That is most likely going to be an elimination, yes. Okay, so where did the rest of them go? I'm gonna go ahead and siege Kauai. Okay, war score up to 7. England still wouldn't accept peace. Yes, we need at least 10 war score. Sieges down there don't really make much of a difference, do they? Not in the grand scheme of things, no. We're starting to get attrition. And hey, that's the munitions armor. Munitions armor? Munitions armor. Munitions armor was low-grade plate armor that was cheap enough for infantry to purchase, allowing for ordinary soldiers to act as heavy infantry. Land morale increased, infantry shock increased, and bombards enabled. Oh wow, we... Wait, what? Didn't it say that we get bombards? Is there some sort of... Oh, I guess we can't change it during war. Maybe something else like that is preventing us. Well, the siege of Kauai is continuing. Is this a part of the... It is, of the North Atlantic trade. Is that the North Atlantic? Northwest Atlantic. Wave of obscurantism. As a typical response to different kinds of problems, obscurantism was a frequent behavior in most nations, at least until the Age of Enlightenment arose in the most advanced Western nations of the European continent. Knowledge is power. Gain national unrest. Ignorance is bliss, we lose prestige, or we must divert state resources to counteract this dark trend. Let's do that one. Okay, and... Oh, exceptionally cold year. We have... Oh, okay. They would accept it and give us Aunis. And even a bit of gold. Our king is a scholar. So I guess fighting the English is not something that he would prefer. So we're just gonna take it and bail because that's what we are here after. So, Aunis will be gained and... Well, actually they will give us more now, 20 gold. Okay, let's send the demands and let us go home. Okay, so the war is over with minimal casualties on each side, only around 14,000 men. We have gained Aunis and we gained aid of the 20 gold that we gained, and we gained 1 prestige. Nice. Awesome. So we can go home, and Aunis can now be cored. This province will be very valuable. Look at all of that. The trade value, unfortunately, is reduced now to minimal level due to the fact that there is a martial law happening. But we'll be cool with that. It's gonna be nice, and it also has a fort, huh? I did not even notice that. So let's mothball all of our forts. We don't need those, and let's check the superior type of units. So we're getting the bombards, which have 1 more offensive fire and 1 more offensive morale. A large muzzle-loaded bronze cannon which fired a stone ball at enemy fortifications. Bombards date back to before the 14th century, but their size and weight limited them to defensive use only. By the end of the 14th century, they were brought along on campaigns for use in sieges, seeing considerable use in the 100 Years' War. Oh yes, end of 14th century. Here we are. And we have an exiled army. Yes, I know. You're gonna go home. The army maintenance is gonna get lowered, and our ships are gonna be sent back to sea. So this was a fairly long episode. We achieved much, and we finally gained Brittany as it wanted to be, or as I wanted to be, spanning from Brogernef all the way to La Rochelle, our new major port, with the population of 8,932 people. It's actually quite less than I wanted. Oh, and it's because they don't have an even ordinary communal hall. We should build that one, because that's gonna boost our urban population massively. Yeah, look at that. They actually got more buildings than we do in our capital, or about the... Well, with the exception of the town hall, they have everything and a cathedral. So building that here would be good, and I'd like to build ports in Nantes and La Rochelle. I also wanted to build something in Bro-Venet, which was the marketplace due to the trade value here, but that's gonna wait. Okay, so I'll see you in the next episode.